With less than 2 months until the June primaries, the political parties are beginning to focus in earnest on their congressional nominations. There are big contests, Democratic and Republican, for open seats in, for instance, Northern Virginia. But all things being equal, Democrats are likely to hold this fall. The big reason: Washington suburbs are deep blue. That means Joe Biden should have little difficulty defeating Donald Trump there. Indeed, a strong performance by the president over the former president will not only help Democratic congressional candidates in Northern Virginia, it could tip the state to Biden, extending the Democratic presidential win streak in Virginia to 5. Virginia used to be reliably Republican at the presidential level. Except for 1948 and 1964, Virginia was solid for the GOP. There are parts of Virginia that still remain solid for the GOP. Most of them are in the countryside. There's one lopsidedly rural congressional district where Republicans don't have to worry about fighting Democrats because there are so few of them. Instead, Republicans fight each other. In the 5th District, which now runs from Charlottesville to the western fringe of Metro Richmond and south to the North Carolina line, Bob Good and John McGuire are slugging it out for the Republican nomination. This contest won't be decided on the right. It will be decided on the far right. Conservative doesn't begin to describe these guys. Good is the incumbent. He was first elected in 2020 after defeating for renomination a comparatively moderate Republican, Denver Riggleman, who'd been endorsed by Trump. Good, a former Campbell County supervisor who worked at Jerry Falwell-founded Liberty University, ran what passed for a one-issue campaign. He made a huge deal out of Riggleman officiating at the wedding of 2 gay men who'd been volunteers on his campaign. That was a no-no with the social, religious, and cultural conservatives who largely control the Republican nominating process. After beating Riggleman, Good, for all intents and purposes, has pretty much had a free ride. He went off to Washington and joined the uber-conservative Freedom Caucus, of which he is now chairman. Good helped organize the coup that toppled Kevin McCarthy as House Speaker. Good is particularly hawkish on taxes and spending, and that includes foreign aid. Good was one of 2 Virginia congressmen to oppose military assistance for Ukraine. Good also opposed Trump for the 2024 Republican nomination for president. Good was for Trump during his presidency, but this go-around, Good went with Ron DeSantis, the Florida governor. Good said DeSantis was Trumpy on the issues, but didn't have the Trumpy baggage. Breaking with Trump, Good essentially invited a state senator, John McGuire, to oppose him for the 5th District nomination. A former state delegate, a former Navy SEAL, McGuire says he's what Good isn't, a reliable ally of the former president. McGuire's been endorsed by Trump and is betting that makes a difference in June. And it will almost certainly make a difference in November in the general election, when the 5th District is more than likely to come in strongly for Trump, no matter who wins the Republican primary. McGuire is MAGA to the max. He was in Washington on January 6th for a Stop the Steal rally before Trump loyalists attacked the Capitol, attempting to block the congressional vote confirming President Biden's victory. McGuire didn't participate in the violence. He, like Good, however, has made unfounded claims that the 2020 election was stolen. McGuire has also criticized Good for his role in Kevin McCarthy's downfall, that Good, in McGuire's view, is more interested in Republican-on-Republican cannibalism, which is, funny thing, what this primary campaign is all about. For the Richmond Times-Dispatch, this is Jeff Shapiro.